Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Thursday. Really not happy Devils Thursday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios here. Chickies and Pete's, South Philly, Pennsylvania. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal, coming to you live from his Beverly Hills estates.
Palatial Estate. Come on, just like Bobby the Brain Heenan. You know it, Sam Wu. You know it. And by the way, everybody, hello. Welcome to Devils After Dark, our first one officially of the 22-23 season here. Sam Wu is live at Chickies and Pete's on the catwalk.
On the catwalk.
Yeah. Sam Wu shakes his little tush on the catwalk. Sam's too sexy for this podcast. Too sexy for this
Work.
podcast.
Cover girl. Work.
Wow, what a way to kick off a season. Like none other right there. And, of course, Devils After Dark here. Welcome on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Brought to you by betstamp.app.
Yeah.
Follow along because the first official You versus Woo is in the books, and we're going to take a look at it a little later on after we roll through the game, through our little post-game discussion over here. Devils lose. Devils don't look too good out there. Couple bright spots. Okay? It's not all doom and gloom, but it really wasn't what I was expecting. I don't think from our text message chat it was what Beer Baron was expecting or what Sam Wu was expecting or Short Sky for that matter in the game today. And we're going to talk about it all. Sam is holding it down, as you can see. Look at that. I see all the games on in the background. I got people walking around.
Well, actually, we'll save it for the BetStamp app results because there are results to it. So, because I would say, I don't want to spoil it for people, but I was a little leery on Game Day Live about this game, and it had a lot to do with John Tortorella. And he can get the best out of all of his players. And I had PhiladelphiaFlyers.com's writer Bill Meltzer on at 2:30 p.m. today for a little pregame of Game Day Live. See, there's now a pregame of Game Day Live. And he said this team is going to have to grind out their victories. And certainly they brought the beef to the Devils beef. Early on, and they had to because they have no choice.
The Devils beef.
Yeah.
I'll get to this right now, and these are two huge points of a very John Tortorella-esque team. 28 hits to the Devils' 18. 28 blocked shots to the Devils' 9. 28 shots they blocked. Whew, man. All right, so let's talk about it. Devils and Flyers, both game one for both teams, starting the 2022-2023 season. Samu was on the catwalk. I turn on the game here out in LA on the old ESPN Plus, and I'm like, where's Vanacek? Why is Blackwood in there? Why is Mackenzie Blackwood in there? And then the line combinations, and I'm like, Lindy. Who left them alone for a little while? Like what happened there? All of a sudden,
it's not preseason. It's not preseason.
Apparently not. You know, like in the preseason, we see this chemistry with this H2O line, Holtz and Hughes and Palat. Let's put Holtz on the third line instead. Okay. We saw Tatar and Mercer work well together. Let's break that up. Okay. Interesting. When I saw those line combinations flash, and of course they didn't stay the same throughout the game. But I was a little shocked. Like, why are you gonna do that? But whatever.
Did John Hines leave his playbook behind in Lindy
He
Ruff's
might
desk
have.
or something? I don't know. I don't know.
He's going Hines lines, and when we used to talk about the game, it was just roll the dice, or just to crumple up all the names and pick them up out of the hat, and however they came out, that was the line combinations that we were going with for the day. So, okay, let's start this game. Get it underway. Like I said, some confusing line combos. Nico Hischier, is already on the IR. Rather have missed the first couple games, I know, but this team looks different without Nico on that second line. And
it does.
Eric Halla being your second line center. No offense to Halla. Looks nice at that number 3 spot. Number 2.
It kind of reminds me of when Mikey McLeod had to fill in for Jack Hughes when Jack Hughes went down earlier this season, where they moved him from the 4th to the 1st.
Nobody wants to remember those days. That's just that's one of those things that when it gets brought up, you're like, why you want to talk about old stuff? That's like your response whenever that sort of thing comes up.
Yeah.
All right. But we'll start this game. Blackwood is in net. By the way, the Flyers hit the post 4 times, I think, during this game. But that's neither here nor there. Holtz on your third line. Wood, who me personally, I thought would look nice on that third line, is on the 4th. So the BMW line is back together again. So right off the bat, about 2 minutes into actually the game, the Flyers hit the post off of Blackwood. Brendan Smith drew a couple penalties there in the first period. He was kind of tripping there on that first boarding call, and Tippett kind of pushed him, went on the boards. We know about that. He drew a holding call after that. Devils were a little feisty in the first period in front of Mackenzie Blackwood, clearing that net. I know Sam Wu liked that.
NFZ defense.
He sent us a nice little text there at first, hey, look at this. They're clearing house. They're doing good. Okay. And on that second penalty, I can't remember who drew it, but I don't know who it was on, but Morgan Frost. That's right, holding. Oh, was that Mikey McLeod? I thought that was Brendan Smith who drew the
Are you on the right page?
Well.
Are you on the right page?
I'm on the right page. It was Frost holding, or at least that's what it says on the NHL app, holding Mikey McLeod. So we get the first Holtzian goal, as Doc Emmerich might say, of his career and of the season. Number 1 for the Devils there on the power play. A nice sharp angle shot on the rush. Holtz, Mercer, Jesper Bratt kind of just went boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Mercer brings the puck up on the, I believe it was the right wing. They're kind of like doing the Mighty Ducks flying V, but only like 3 guys. They're just all coming up the ice there, And Mercer gives it over to Jesper into the center, and Jesper then finds Holtz on the left-hand side, sneaks through the glove on Carter Hart over there. There was a beautiful just tic-tac-toe, really, from the Devils there, setting that up between those three on the power play. And here's another thing, too, a spoiler. We didn't give up a shorthanded goal. So I told you there was some positives tonight, all right? No shorthanded goals. That's a positive, all right? But a Holtzian goal right there from Alexander, the first of his career, right? He didn't get one last year. That was that's his first of the season as well. After that, things didn't go as well from the Devils, because in typical Mackenzie Blackwood and New Jersey Hockey Devils fashion, what do you think happened about 20 seconds later? Stop me if you've heard this one before, okay? Have you ever heard this before? It's the New Jersey Devils walk into Chicky and Pete's, and halfway through the first, they score a goal. What do they do 20 seconds later?
They barfed it out.
That's right. They sure did.
Yep.
Mackenzie Blackwood gives up. You know, was this the bad? This was the bad rebound. Yeah, off the. Oh yeah, this was the soft shot that Mackenzie gave up a bad rebound on. Oh boy, oh boy, we saw this. It was at the Bruins preseason game where he was having difficulty controlling rebounds, and we're like, why does he look like he's checked out again? And here we are, game one, and he's letting that go through like that. Bad play. Bad play. Not happy.
No.
That's when I'm looking at myself, and I'm
not
not
happy.
Where's Vanacek? Why did this happen? What is going on? Oh, boy.
Not good.
I went to the wrong thing.
By the way, social media is just going crazy right now. I'm reading the comments from our regulars, a lot of new listeners in Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. They're commenting. Nobody's happy right now. Nobody's happy. No.
Wilson scored. All right, so here we go, right here. Sorry, my app closed out there on the box score. So Holtz scored at 8:01. Allison scored at 8:24. 23 seconds later, they give all the momentum right back to the Flyers. And then they hit another post after that.
Of course. Why not?
Brendan Smith went to the locker room in the first. Andrej Palat went to the locker room on a knee-on-knee. Is scary. Like, oh, boy. I'm like, here it goes. This is...
Yep.
It's us. Thus it begins. Game one. Thus it begins. And then the second period started. And Konechny got his goal at 10:39 of the second to put the Flyers up 2-1. 2-1. And I don't know exactly how you feel about this one.
You know what? Palat, you're not in Tampa anymore.
You're not in Tampa, but no. I didn't think this was such a good one to give up.
Nope.
It's a nice shot, but again, over the glove side, and that was obviously somewhere that the Flyers were shooting on Blackwood. I think 3 of the 4 goals that he gave up was glove side.
And you know what? Kudos to the Flyers for figuring it out very quickly. They could have easily mailed it in 1-0, but they came back seconds later, and Mackenzie Blackwood, Mac Black, I was saying this on Game Day Live, one game, he's done. It's Vanacek's team if he performs on Saturday.
Yeah, we got to it's got to be. I mean, it's a tough goal because you want to say that I think it was Marino. I mean, but it was like a one-on-one from, outside the circles. A wrist shot. A little bit of a screen, but it just beat him glove side. And I don't know. That was a tie. You don't want to completely be like, the first one, you're like, oh my God, you give up that rebound and, Allison's right there.
Yeah.
And then right after that was at 10:39. At 11:02, that's when Frost scores. And the one on Frost, okay, he was left wide open. I think that was the one where Palat lost his man. It was a bad turnover. But again, how many times did we talk about it in the preseason? We're looking for a goalie to make that big save every now and then. That nice play that your defense can make, blocking a shot, or, setting someone up on a nice outlet pass, or a fancy play on offense. Like, the goaltender's got to come up with, like, a sexy save.
Yeah.
And boy, would it have been nice, much like Corey Hart did late in the game.
Carter.
On the 6-on. What?
Carter Hart. Not Corey. Corey's,
Oh, I said Corey.
Corey's Pink's husband.
Pink's husband.
Pink,
oh, boy.
Pink from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. It's a Pennsylvania
I'm
team.
getting my, whoops.
Yeah.
Carter Hart, sorry. Wrong. Yeah, whatever.
Great biker, man. Great biker.
Yeah, but he also plays for the Flyers. He didn't know that? Yeah, he does all those things, man. Yeah. Whoops-a-daisy. But what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like we said in the preseason, looking for the goaltender to make that save, much like Carter Hart did in the third period, late in the game, 6-on-5. Jack Hughes set up Dawson Mercer for what you think might be a slam dunk, and Hart stopped him. That's that save that we talked about that we'd like to see our goalies make. Could that have been the Frost goal to keep the game at 2-1 instead of 3-1? It's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. The first one, oh boy. Second one, this one, it's a tough shot. But that's when you just need that one big save, that one big play from your goaltender. So, 3-1 going into the third. Konechny gets another one a minute and a half into the period. Flyers are up 4-1, and you're like, what's going on Monday Night Football? Like, what's happening over there? Did that game start over yet? Like, oh, it's
on
the
right now.
And Bears. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just watch this over here. Yeah, I know. I was feeling the same way, and I started thinking, I'm like, just like we said, be careful of when teams are really good in the preseason because it means they're trying way too hard when everyone else is only going about 50%.
Yep. Agreed.
Now, of course, this is only game one. And the Devils did get a goal. Severson did get Samu's best friend, Damon Severson, got a goal. It was actually a pretty nice goal, too. He came down. He was down low. Who fed him? Oh, yeah, Jesper Bratt. What do you know? Look at that. Where Jesper goes, the offense goes. 1 game, 2 assists for Jesper Bratt. Devils scored 2 goals. Jesper Bratt's got points on both of them. He made a nice because the circle, like right in the center, was collapsing upon Hart there in the Flyers defense. And Jesper Bratt, I believe, kind of got too near the point with the puck, and he made a beautiful of like a backhand no-look pass to Damon Severson, who was down a little bit low. Jack Hughes was in front of the net. I can't remember who else was in front of the net there, kind of screening Carter Hart, not Corey. Carter, don't call me Corey. Carter, don't call me Mr. Pink Hart. Okay, there we go. So Damon Severson put a nice shot on net. Hart got a piece of it, hit off his shoulder. But I do think the screen in front Jack Hughes was providing, helped out a little bit there. So Devils got a little bit of momentum, but Carter Hart, as we talked about, came up with those saves that we were hoping Mackenzie Blackwood would. The big one was on Dawson Mercer. Lindy pulled the goalie, which I didn't mind, actually. It was like, I think it was about just under 4 minutes left when he pulled the goalie. I kind of like when he does that. I'm not going to lie, especially because the Flyers, you can tell, we're starting to just sit back, and kind of protect the lead and not attack anymore.
It's a John Tortorella team. They're playing to win.
Yeah. But I liked that move by Lindy. I was, like I said, I was a big fan of some of those starting line combinations, but I was a big fan of him pulling I thought they got some really good chances, and Hart came up huge. He really did.
Definitely.
He stuffed Dawson Mercer on that one shot. And it was a beautiful setup from Jack Hughes as well. So, some good things, some bad things. 3 stars of the game, all from the Flyers. Oh, Frost added an empty netter while they were on 6-on-5. The puck got scrambled back. I think Dougie Hamilton actually ended up tipping it in when he was getting back trying to defend the goal, the open goal. So I think it was credited to Frost. Unassisted, yep. So his second. Getting the other one before. Konechny, Provorov. always want to call him Provolone.
Provolone.
And Provolone down there in Philly. Provolone.
Yes. Instead of getting Provolone, you got Zaka.
Provorov. I always throw an L in there. And Carter Hart's your third star of the game. Shots on goal. Now, keep in mind as well, the Flyers blocked 28 shots. The Devils had 37. 37 shots on goal. The Flyers only had 25, and Blackwood gave up 4. So I don't think I gotta look. Is that a save percentage above 900? I don't think so, Sam Wu.
No.
Power plays. Both teams were 1 for 3. There was some penalty minutes, 16 total. The teams were a little bit sloppy, taking some penalties in the first 2 periods.
Yeah.
Devils had 6 takeaways to the Flyers 2. 9 giveaways to the Flyers 14, but those 2 big stats that really stood out was the hits 28 to 18. The Flyers were hitting, and the block shots 28 to 9. Holy jeez. Shots on goal, Devils 10, 15, 12 for 37. Flyers 8, 8, 9 for 25. Oh yeah, bunch of penalties. Got a couple roughings in there as well. So I know Devils fans, I wasn't too excited with this game. However, like we said, they didn't give up a shorthanded goal. That's a plus, right? That's a plus.
Yep.
We did score a power play goal. It happened to be our young budding superstar's first of his career as well. So
get that out of the way.
That was a plus.
Get that out of the way.
Yep. There you go. Now you can start racking them up.
And the season's over.
Like, oh, it's game. Yeah. It's no game 10 and Holtz hasn't scored yet. What's going on? That's the last thing we need. But think of this, Devils fans. The past few years, game 1 has given us some incredible highs and a few crushing lows to go along with it. But think about the high that we would be coming off these game 1s. Remember Jack Hughes scoring the goal, throwing the stick in the crowd. Everyone, oh, baby, yeah, man. Remember that butt sliding goal that, what's his name? Blake Coleman scored.
Yeah.
We ended up losing to Winnipeg, but, man, there was that game like a highlight reel.
I only remember the first 4 goals of that game.
Yeah, exactly. So, we started out really good in game 1s the past few years, and then it just kind of petered off. Maybe if we start out crappy, then we'll get a little better this year. We'll do the George Costanza, do the opposite, okay? And maybe in the first game, not so good, and then we get better after that. Right, Sam Wu?
Yeah.
You didn't sound very confident in that, Sam Wu.
You know what? All right.
Come on, Sam Wu.
All right. Finish up, and I'll give you my analysis.
All right. Well, I'm done for right now. That's all I got. We'll talk about the U versus Woo. Brought to you by betstamp.app. If anyone else got in on any of the action today, let us know on the old YouTube page, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch. I see some Devils fans there at the bar. Sam is live down there at Chickies and Pete's. Our home away from home.
Yes.
And got to say, we were graciously welcomed there by some Flyer fans, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But also the Flyer media team.
Yes.
Got some good interviews with some of their personnel and some of the reporters that cover the Flyers on a daily basis.
Ryan Novozinski stopped by out of nowhere to check it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Of NJ.com, friend of the podcast. And he was like, whoa.
He said, whoa. That's what he said?
Yeah. He knows that we mean business around here. We're not screwing around.
We're not screwing around.
We were hoping
Is
for
anyone else
victory.
detecting some slurs in Sam Wu's speech over there?
I'd rather be here at Chickies and Pete's.
I'm detecting some slurage in the old Sam Wu speech patterns over there. Maybe someone got a nice tab, like, kind of like brushed aside. Oh, it's all good, Sam.
I'm drunk off of the
Did they give you like the
desserts and crab
Goodfellas?
fries.
Did they give you the Goodfellas? Like, it's on the house. No, it's on the house. It's on the house. It's on the house.
But you gotta pay your tab. What do you mean? Funny.
Look at this
funny
mutt
how.
over here. This
Funny
mutt
how.
trying to embarrass me in front of all my friends. All right, so let's hear what all you guys have to say on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. I see a whole mess of people on there.
Facebook
Ruff
Live
said this is
crazy too.
That's popping. Okay, Ruff said Devils seemed nervous before the game. Well, of course it's game 1. Thanks, Lindy. Probably wasn't it was probably right after you read them all the line combinations.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, everything we've been doing, forget that. We're trying something different. Why not? Ramona, what's going on? Art Heaton. Who's this? Suki. Blackwood sucked tonight.
That used to be Getty 27.
Oh, okay. This is the game you need. This is Eric. Set the tone and look like a playoff team. Instead, we looked like we did last year. Yeah.
Steve Tardis said the Facebook Live no win zone.
No win zone. It's the no win zone. Where is I gotta look at it here. Devil. Why does this app keep crashing? Come on, new Devils app. Why do you keep crashing on me when I'm trying to go in?
Is the new Devils app on your iPhone not working?
It's not at the moment. Okay. Where is it? Oof. Kenzie Blackwood. 20 of 24. That goes for let me stop you. An 833 save percentage over there.
At least he's over 8. He's tradable. He's tradable. Out with Mac Black, in with Vanacek.
Well, Vanacek is going to get a hero's welcome on Saturday.
Yeah.
Home at the Rock. I'll tell you that right now. Everyone's just going to be like, please, if you could just stop some of the shots, we would really appreciate it. Bachigaloop. The Flyers played great. Tough loss. Yeah, Devils could have been in it, though. They made Carter Hart look like a Vezina Trophy winner tonight. They got to start blocking more again. Little Fire Boy, Gravy Train can't do it all.
Wyatt
The
Horning.
Flyers tried to out-hit us. Yep, Brandon.
Wyatt Horning of Facebook Live. App crashing just like the team. How realistic.
The old
Love the
celluloid
comments.
theory here. Call it what it was, a humiliating loss. Listen, I'll tell you, at times, I definitely thought it was. First 10 minutes, they played okay. Yeah, at first 10 minutes, they was okay. And then after that, the Flyers just took over. They took over. 4 straight goals they gave up.
Yeah.
That's not what winning teams do. And I know, it's only game 1. I got it. I get. Yep. Vanacek for victory. Dorian. I mean, and I see a lot of Josh and Ramona and Christopher and Celluloid.
Hey, by the way, YouTube Live, subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. Please. I mean, some of you guys don't subscribe. It's like we're trying to get as many subscribers as possible. Same with Facebook Live, you know. A lot of you guys don't even like our page.
We told you. Yeah, the more we get, the more we can bring to people, and we can get those free ticket offers and everything else for you guys. So please do it, because it gives back to you, and that's what we want to do. We're not gonna. I'm not taking the free tickets over here in Beverly Hills. So as much as I would love to be able to just be like, oh, thank you, no, we're gonna give them away to you guys. So the more likes and follows and subscribes, those little numbers make a big difference to the people in power. So please, we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm deleting
Whistler,
all
different
the spam
players,
here.
different players, same results. Yeah. Now,
smash that like button for Lindy.
Smash it for Lindy. Yeah. Power play, Keith Martin. The power play did look, but we did get a power play goal, so we'll say that. They got to play in the dirty areas. The Flyers won a lot of puck battles tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely on the boards.
It's a gritty team, no pun intended. I mean, they're a gritty team. It's a John Tortorella team. And you know what? We all, when John Tortorella, we've had this debate on the Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Would you want Tortorella? It's like, maybe we need a coach that's not so nice. Light a fire under these guys. I mean, they had the fire. How they respond on Saturday. Okay, say if they win 9-3 on Saturday. I want to see consistency. I want to see some fight in this team.
Yeah, of course.
Going for the jugular. I mean, you have a 1-0 lead. Your rookie scores his first NHL goal, celebrating, and then, you know what? It doesn't mean anything at that point. Good job spoiling his moment.
Yeah, I know. Josh and who was also and Steven. They didn't get as many high quality shots.
No,
they got a quantity of them. The quality of them though wasn't the same. But honestly, I don't even, like I said, two of those I would say that you would think Blackwood should have had go against him there.
Surprise.
Yep. Tony D, 0 front net presence. The one time Jack Hughes was in front, that was the one time that Damon Severson actually scored.
Yeah.
Jack Hughes should not be your bulldozer in front of the net, by the way. He should be setting up the goals and scoring the goals. Again, that's why I don't understand why you're going to group Miles Wood down there on that fourth line. Let him play on the third line where he can maybe, I don't know. You can maybe double shift Hughes every now and then. What do I know? Bottom six needs to be retooled. It looks a lot. I'm telling you, it looks a lot different. Tony D. Is that Tony D'Angelo? Is this a new burner account you got going on over here, Tony D?
Burner accounts.
This team looks a lot different with one injury to a core player. And right now, Nico Heischer's out. And like we said, that jump moving Haula from the third line to the second line is a really, really big jump. And this team doesn't look the same.
Doesn't.
Because now teams can really focus in on Hughes and Bratt.
Yep. Yeah. And
even not as much with Bratt because you know Nico's going to produce as well. Nico's a 60-point player as well now. So if you're not getting that, if it's just, and you know what the hell am I saying? Because Jesper Bratt was in on both goals today.
Yeah.
We have Holtz. What the hell is he doing on the third line? I don't get why you start him down there. I really didn't. Brandon against Galoob. Brendan, Steven, lots of people on here. Jacob. Rough. I don't know what's going to go on with him. Sean, I don't know how long the Devils.
All right. Well, let's put things into perspective. It's just one game. It wasn't a very good one. So we know this team is I hope they're humbled by it, that they're not that good. They got to get better. They're not that beefy. They're a little soft. And you just got your butts kicked in by the Philadelphia Flyers. Most of their players have been injured. Forget about Nico.
That's another
Heischer.
one.
They're all injured.
That's another one too. Jesper Boquist did he even play tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even think
if he did, I didn't see him.
Yeah, this guy, and I know that was the big thing is we didn't want to let him walk through waivers because he does have potential, but who just said that? The Honest Llama. There we go. Boquist might be one of those AHLers.
Yeah.
Those borderline AHLers that do really good there, but just can't make it click at the NHL. Where was Zetterlund tonight? Why is he riding the pine?
I don't know.
Hell, even I would have rather seen Janssen in there.
I think he's sick, isn't he?
Is he sick? I don't even know.
I think he's. Or maybe that's the excuse. Who knows? But Scotty,
I don't know.
It's getting late.
Boquist played 3 shifts. Oh, are you kicking me off, Sam Wu? Is that what's going on over here?
Sam Wu needs to pack up and go home.
I see.
It's getting late here at Chickies.
There must be a pina colada on the other side of the laptop of the camera over there. Waiting for Sam Wu to drink it down. All right, well, let's go to our you versus Wu score predictions done by betstamp.app. They're sponsoring us. You can play along all year. You're going to see Sam Wu and Vinny every game day live doing score predictions. They're gonna play some bets over here with the house and see how it goes. And then we're going to talk about it every game right here on Devils After Dark. If the laws change in California, then I will be joining along as well.
We'd be rich tonight if you bet against the Devils.
If you bet against the Devils, you know what? I wouldn't have. I would have definitely bet for the Devils. It would have been a little bit more closer to Vinny's over here. Vinny had the Devils winning tonight 5-2. Good on the score. Wrong on the team there. So Vinny, incorrect. And Sam Wu actually had the Flyers winning tonight. And Sam, you were pretty close, I got to say, with a 4-2 score. You would have been on bad beats with Van Pelt with that empty net goal there with less than a minute to go. So you were that close. Close to getting it. I'm
furious at Lindy Ruff because he watches Game Day Live, saw the predictions, he got pissed off, and then when it was a really 4-2 Flyers, guess what happened?
Pull the goalie.
Don't
let Wu get his money.
But then again, if he didn't really have to pull his goalie because that goalie that was in net would have given up anyway. So maybe I didn't really. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. It's only game 1. We're not going to get too out of control. Jesper Brad. Well, thank you. And again, that was You versus Wu, brought to you by betstamp.app. Play along with Sam Wu and Vinny all season long, placing your bets over there. Devil scores.
Look,
all season long.
If you're going to be like Sam Wu, that bet against his own team, and the line was with points bet, which I looked on the app, had the best odds payout. I'm actually going home a rich man. I'm going home a rich man. So it's a win-win situation.
Soon, I think.
What?
I'm going home when they come and pick me up and take me home. All right? You can't take me away, Chicky and Pete's. All right, so Sam and Vinny both off. Vinny gets the score right, wrong team. Sam Wu only 1 goal off that empty netter. Bad beat for Mr. Sam Wu there. But follow along and play along with us all season long. Betstamp.app. We got a game coming up this Saturday. It's going to be our home opener. And if you are unaware, New Jersey Hockey Devil fans, we are going to be at American Whiskey right across the street from the Prudential Center. We'll be doing Game Day Live there. There you go. You can't miss it. We're right in the front window. You come in, you get some good food. You get some adult beverages. You get some regular beverages. Whatever kind of beverages you like, we got those kind of beverages over there at American Whiskey. Yeah, we just call them chasers. That's all. Give me that cola chaser. Give me that one. Yeah, that one tastes good. So come on by because we're going to be doing Game Day Live and Devils After Dark, hopefully after a Devils victory. From American Whiskey this Saturday. What time is game day? What time is game time? 7 p.m.? Is that a 7 p.m. start, Sam Wu?
7 p.m. start.
So that means there'll be a 6 p.m. Start for Game Day Live?
Around then, because we have some
maybe 5:30.
Well, Beer Baron
Okay.
and Shorts guy said they'll be there by 5, but that really means 6. So, all right, so maybe 6
Yeah, that
o'clock.
really means about 6. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout. Maybe an extended edition of Game Day Live, possibly starting around 5:30-ish. We'll have all the updates up on the socials for you as it comes out. And then, as soon as the game is over, hopefully in a fit of joy from a Devils victory, a Devils home victory. Let's make home hard to play at this year, fellas. We had
Yeah.
such a terrible record at home last year. Let's make the Rock somewhere that opposing teams hate coming into. Let's try to do that.
Yeah.
Not only us as the fans, but the team as well. Want to see you really play hard in Jersey. Home opener. Game Day Live from American Whiskey. And, of course, Devils After Dark to follow from American Whiskey as well. Sorry, I'll still be just beaming in via the old fancy satellites and everything like that from Beverly Hills. But there will be a point during this season that I will be back in Jersey hanging out at American Whiskey at some time. But we're really looking forward to kicking off that partnership. And we're happy to continue ours with Chicky and Pete's. Where we happen to be down in the Philadelphia.
Just want to thank a couple people. John from JB Architectural actually came down to Chickies and Pete's, introduced himself.
Very nice.
He's the one that gives us tickets to give away to fans. That's coming back this season, so you can win tickets on this podcast. Also, we have tapped into other businesses and other folks that are giving away Devils tickets throughout the year. We're going to come up with some contests, all that kind of stuff, good stuff, as we celebrate our 5-year anniversary soon. I think our maiden voyage was in mid-October in 2017. That's going to happen. So the podcast is building. Everybody knows it. And also want to thank all those downloading the podcast today. Record day for the podcast. I don't know what the record is. I stopped keeping track of the numbers, but I've never seen those type of numbers. I sent you a screenshot of that earlier, Scotty. It's amazing how, all right, everyone's kind of listening, and today, through the roof. Thank you.
Well, we're excited.
Yeah.
Season's starting, baby.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not over already.
Yeah. All right. So also I want to thank one more person, Scotty. I got to thank my bodyguard, Mrs. Wu. Mrs. Wu went on this trip. We left around, 10:30 a.m. to get to Chickies and Pete's to set up because I had the early interview, accommodating schedule because Bill Meltzer had to do the interview. There was a Gary Bettman press conference and all this kind of stuff. And she was my bodyguard tonight, and she just protected me from all the Flyer fans and all. It's not easy doing this, just sitting there and just watching and making sure that nobody touches the set. I'm comfortable, and it all went well. And also the power went out twice here, and I'm so thankful that we had a backup, which is about to run out. So maybe I should just shut up, go home. And I want to thank all the well-wishers, everyone wishing me a safe trip home. Yeah, it's pouring outside. So I will put 10 and 2 on the wheel. Yep, 10 and 2 on the wheel, and drive slowly back to the bunker and re-gear for Saturday.
Captain Slurs, maybe we should let Mrs. Wu have the 10 and 2 on the wheel over there, huh?
Yeah, maybe we should. I'm sure she'd appreciate that.
Maybe we should.
All right, I'm going to hit the music if I can find the button. There we go. We all like this song. There we go. Thank you.
All right.
Devils After Dark fans. Oh. Want to thank all those tuning in. We'll report tomorrow. Then big Saturday, American Whiskey. We'll see you there. You don't know who's going to show up. Until next time, let's go Devils.